Hello, I'm Moran, and on this week's Moranifesto, I'm going to read poetry to you in the manner of Adrian Mole or a Vogon. A couple of months ago on Twitter, Lauren Bravo said something which caught my eye. When I write my women's version of Rudyard Kipling's If, she said, it will include the line, "If you can change a tampon in the toilets of a moving train." And this made me laugh, for Bravo is correct, attempting what is basically the threading of a difficult, sensitive and technically injured needle eye whilst doing 160 miles per hour through Northampton is indeed one of the great tests of modern womanhood. It's one of a billion small challenges unique to being a woman that we must face every day, and without the benefit of having been pre-briefed about them by Rudyard Kipling in a poem from 1910 about being a man. Anyway, all this got me thinking. I spent the rest of the day going, yeah, there should be a woman's if. That's totally a poem that needs writing. That would be useful. By 6 p.m, I had made a resolution. Man, while we wait for a proper poet to do it, I'll just have a go myself. And so this is The Woman's If by Carol Moran. If you can keep your head when all about you are injecting Botox into theirs and turning into what look like ham tambourines, if you can trust yourself when your career's advisory officer suggests secretarial work, despite you having built your own nuclear accelerator during lunch, if you can wait and not be tired of waiting for either a fringe to grow out or the 1970 Equal Pay Act to be enforced, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken about the Daily Mail sidebar of shame treating all women like they're fat, slutty Wombles, but still make allowances for the fact that you do keep clicking on their stories about Beyonce. If you can give birth to an 8-pound 7-ounce baby despite shouting, "Actually, I've changed my mind. Could someone else do this? This is quite unpleasant," halfway through. If you can find a pair of comfortable yet sexy shoes for a black tie event, which aren't ballet flats, which have no proper soles and, let's face it, just look like pop socks, or appear on a TV panel show as the token woman and survive more of the final edit than just shots of you laughing at something that Paul Merton said. If you can wear a black and white outfit for a meeting without someone saying, "Coffee, white, 2 sugars, love." If you can bear to have the truth you've spoken mansplained back at you 10 minutes later, or watch your daughters be catcalled outside their school by a man in a van who looks like one of the Mitchell brothers in some joggers, and then do your daily 10,000 steps by running after the van and banging on the side, screaming, "She's 12 years old, you gigantic paedophile!" and then sublimate all your bad feelings by going home and eating vast quantities of cheese. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and then spend it all on childcare and never breathe a word about your loss because everyone's like childcare is a woman's issue, despite procreation notably involving both sexes. If you've ever had a sudden unexplained breast pain so intense you started crying in a meeting, but then had to explain it away by going, "I was just thinking about how sad I am about David Bowie." If you've ever sat up all night in a Premier Inn trying to scrub blood out of a sheet with your toothbrush and the pump dispenser soap, or had to use a sock as a panty liner, despite hating the word panty liner. If you've walked down every dark street since you were 13 with your keys pushed between your fingers, and accepted the weirdness of the nightly news ending with a report of all the sport the men played today with an occasional picture of Serena Williams. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with an online Sainsbury's shop, counselling your weeping friend, stapling up the drop hem of your skirt, filing a report, chopping an onion, repairing a blown fuse, pulling your weird chin hairs out with a bulldog clip, and doing your pelvic floor exercises, then yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a woman. I'm so sorry about that. I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Everyone out there has one idea that would make the world a better place, and I want you to tell me yours.